Yo Minecrafters, this is Wood with a new Minecraft video. Today I'm gonna show you my tutorial for my vertical piston door. This one right here. So we're gonna have all the wiring underneath. So I just prepared a room here. It's a 10 by 10 by 7 deep. So you just need to prepare that, and our door will be from one side, 3 from the left and 4 from the right, and you have your door 1 inside the room we just dug. So the door will be right here. Then after that you need to place the pistons. It needs to be under the door and one space under, so this one will not have anything and those two will have pistons facing up like so. And we need one on the left side from when we're inside, facing the side like that. So this is all the piston we're gonna need. Now we need to extend wires from them. I'm just gonna start from the bottom one here. This is the block that I will power, that will activate the piston. Oops. Like that, and we need this one to come on the side like this. Then this one is going to be activated from this block. Just build a step down to bring at the same level of the other, like that. And this one is also going to be at the same level, so we just need to bring it down. Like that. And now we have our 3 piston connected. Although I'm gonna use a 4th wire, which will be connected like this. And on this block here you need a repeater with a 1 tick delay. This is the wiring for my simplest vertical piston door using the sand and gravel. Basically what that does is it extends both pistons, the bottom one first, then the top one, and then retracts them in the reverse order. So it saves us like 4 steps. If you would activate them individually, you need to trigger this one, then close this one, then close this one, so it's 4 steps, all into one. And we also need this wire to come at the same level of the others, like that. And then just run your redstone all the way. Like this. So you don't need redstone on this block because the redstone here is already powering this block, which is powering this piston. So now we have our 4 wires run. That's great. Next we need to start the open and close sequence. For doing that, the open sequence, since it's a wire that is going to be connected on top of this line, and what will trigger which piston needs to be activated is a redstone torch placed on the side. The redstone torch needs to activate this part here. So we need our line 1 behind, like that. So when I put a torch, like say here, this side piston will activate. Okay, so I believe I need 2. So like that. So this will be our open line. I'm just gonna have to check back quick. No, 3, okay. So we need the tree line. like that. Okay, so since this is the open sequence, you can already run your redstone on this. I'm gonna have to check for this setup for when we get to the timing. I don't want to trial and error everything on this tutorial, so it will be faster. Well, the first thing we need for the door to open. Okay, let's just imagine we have our door here, and well, we need this one to activate and come pick up this block. So the first is we're just gonna extend this one and put a redstone torch. Oops. So the line is activated. Then we need to place a torch on this one here. So have you just seen the block, the piston extended and retracted, so it took the block. Next step, we need this side piston to pick up this block. So we need our, on the second line, because the first line we don't need this piston or this piston to activate, so that was it for this one. You can remove this. It's not gonna be used. And this one is the side piston we were saying. So one torch here, side piston took the block. And next we need both piston to extend so it can go grab this block. So that's why I have this fourth line here, and this is where we're gonna put our next torch. It didn't work right now because it's when you place a torch on a line that's already activated, the torch will lit up and all close immediately, and this is like a pulse and it's too short for this thing to work. So I could make it work like so. So you see the two piston extended, and then the two piston closed, and it bring this block down one. So final step, we need this piston again to activate to bring this block at the floor level. So you need a redstone torch here, sorry for that, and we won't need this extra stuff. Okay, so we have our open sequence setup. Now we need to time it. Gonna place block between those torch underneath, like so, and put repeaters between them. And you also need a repeater between those two torch on this second line, which have two torches. So when this line activates, those two pistons don't activate at the same time and cause havoc. So you put a repeater here, so you can set a delay after. I'm just gonna remove those blocks if I don't want anything to break for the moment. Okay, so as I said, for the delay, I'm just gonna go check my model here. I don't want to mess around. So this one is 1 tick, this one is 4 tick, this one is 4-2, and I need 4 and 5 tick on the last one. Okay, so 1, 4, 4, and we remove these two redstone, oops, and place repeaters instead, and one will be at max and the other you leave it like that. So we have our open sequence set up. That's great. Now we need our close sequence. The close sequence will be basically the same thing but from underneath. Again, we want to have the torch that will control the close sequence from on this block first. So this is just a marker. The first thing we need to do when your door is closed, it will be like that. So first thing we need to do is raise this block up there. So for doing that, we are going to need to activate this bottom piston, which will raise this piston here, and this block will go one block there. So that's what we need to do. So activate this bottom piston first. So here it will be. So if I put a torch there, you see that this piston activate and raise this block. So if this piston retracts, the block here will stay there because this sticky piston is not activate, so it will not bring this block down one. So this is the first step. We just need to run a wire. I think it's up to the first line. And let me just go check real quick how I made it invert. Okay, I just put a torch. So you need to put a torch, so the line will be off by default. And you can see that by giving it a pulse, it just raised that block. So the next step is having this block pushed in here. Sorry about that. So we are going to need to have our torch here. Damn it. Finally, we need to take this one out. Will this work? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you see what I did there? I broke a piston. Just gonna remove this for the moment. So this one will push the block here, and after we need again the bottom piston to push everything up so the door will be in its closed state. So like that. Place a torch, run redstone. And we also need to have a repeater between those two torches, like so. Let me just go ahead and check my timing again. So you have 2 ticks, 1 tick, 1 tick. Alright. So here is 2. We need to place a repeater here, 1 tick. And here 2, 1 tick. Is that so? Yep. Okay, so we have our open and close sequence setup. I just broke this piston again. Okay, now we need to hook up the monostable circuit that will activate the open and close sequence. Give me just a sec, I'll be right back. Okay, so for installing the monostable circuit, first the open sequence, it starts here. Damn, I'm having a hard time with this word. So we want the signal to be sent in this block. So we're gonna make a redstone line hookup in here. And the monostable circuit will actually be right here. Oops. Like that. So you have, I'm just gonna remove this for the moment. Redstone torch here, redstone torch here. Dust here. 2 repeaters here. I believe it's like that. Redstone here too. So that's the monostable circuit. We can replace this redstone now. So when this will activate, it will send a pulse into this line, which will activate this piston, then with a delay this piston, then with another delay this one, and after another delay it will activate the last piston, and this will open the door.